Lisa.
Well, David, tonight an I-Team investigation into a recall of CPAP machines. Many sleep apnea patients tell us that they are now left with a difficult choice. Leave their condition untreated or risk using a device that could potentially cause cancer. WBZ Chief Investigator Cheryl Fiandaca has been looking into the recall and uncovered an FDA report suggesting the machine's manufacturer may have been aware of possible health concerns years before the recall.
It looks bulky and uncomfortable, but this machine helps Dan Satinsky get a good night's sleep.
I was falling asleep in the middle of the afternoon. I couldn't concentrate. I was just in a brain fog.
Philips Respironics.
Dan uses the Philips DreamStation CPAP for his sleep apnea, a disorder that can lead to heart disease and high blood pressure.
The CPAP has been a lifesaver for me.
For patients with sleep apnea, breathing dangerously stops and starts throughout the night. The CPAP helps by releasing a steady stream of air into the nose and mouth to help keep the airway open. But in June, Philips voluntarily recalled its DreamStation CPAP machine, saying sound dampening foam may degrade into particles and off-gas certain chemicals. The FDA says breathing in the gas can cause serious injury, which can be life-threatening or cause permanent impairment.
Something is disintegrating. This is going into my lungs. I'm crazy at this point.
Philips told the I-Team it recalled 5 million devices, but so far has only been able to send out repair kits to about 1.5 million patients. Dan wasn't one of them.
I cannot not use a machine. It's just not an option. So there we sit. Very frustrating.
The CPAP recall issue has been a significant issue for many patients.
Dr. David Newmeyer of Leahy Medical Center says patients should stop using the machine if they see dark gray or black specks. But that's not all.
The problem is that it can sometimes break down without having you notice it.
FDA records show Philips had been aware of the problem since 2016, but didn't notify patients until 5 years later. In FDA inspection reports, it told the company there were at least 14 instances where your firm was aware of issues and concerns related to potential foam degradation and found no corrective action was conducted. Philips responded to the findings, saying an FDA investigator's list of inspection observations does not constitute a final FDA determination of whether any condition is in violation of the Federal Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act. We remain fully committed to supporting the community of patients.
This mask.
All of that is of little comfort to Dan, who's been using a recalled device for 9 months.
The choice you have is to either not be treated or take a chance that it may or may not be going into my lungs.
Philips says it hopes to repair or replace the recalled machines by the end of 2022. But some Massachusetts customers have already filed a class action lawsuit against Philips for failing to warn them of the dangers. The company also faces a host of other lawsuits from users who say they have health problems from the defective machine. Cheryl, Fiandaca, WBZ News.
Cheryl, thank you. Have you seen something the I-Team should look into? Send us an email at iteam@cbsboston.com. David?